Hello, you're tuned into daily coronavirus updates. This is The Wire and today is the 15th of April. Over 11,439 people have been infected by the novel coronavirus in India so far. 1,306 people have been cured or discharged and 377 people have died. In the last 24 hours, 1,076 people were tested positive for the virus. Maharashtra has the maximum number of people infected, followed by Delhi and Tamil Nadu. 5 more people tested positive for coronavirus in Dharavi, taking the total number of cases in the slum pocket to 60. So far, 7 COVID-19 patients from Dharavi have died. The first and the only COVID-19 patient in Meghalaya died in the morning today. The patient was a 69-year-old doctor who is the founder of a major hospital in Shillong. He had tested positive for coronavirus on Monday. A Congress MLA Imran Kherewala has also tested positive for coronavirus in Gujarat. On Tuesday, the MLA attended meeting with Gujarat's Chief Minister among other leaders in the city. Today, the Gujarat Chief Minister Vijay Rupani has been advised to self-isolate himself for 2 weeks. The United States continues to be the worst affected country in the world. It reported about 2,000 deaths in a single day. The New York City revised its official COVID-19 death toll sharply higher to more than 10,000 on Tuesday. It included victims presumed to have died from the lung disease but never tested for COVID-19. The Union Home Ministry issued a set of guidelines on exemption for lockdown that would come into force from the 20th of April onwards. Agriculture and related business along with procurement of rabi crop will be allowed after 20th of April. Operations of tea, coffee and rubber plantations, which includes packaging, processing, sale and marketing, has also been allowed, but with 50% labor force. Work under the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme has also been exempted. Banking operations have been relaxed entirely. E-commerce companies are now being opened. Construction projects have been allowed, but builders are barred from bringing workers from outside. Among other things, air, water and land networks will also be open for transportation of cargo. Brick kilns, coal production and jute industry have also been allowed if they follow social distancing protocols. Public transportation within cities, air and rail travel have not been permitted. Educational institutions and hotels will remain shut. Any form of social, political or religious gathering will also continue to remain prohibited. The Government of India today also notified that every district of the country will be divided into zones. They will be divided into hotspot districts, non-hotspot districts with reported cases, and green zone districts. Healthcare centers under these districts will also be classified. COVID centers for mild cases, COVID centers for moderate cases requiring oxygen support, and COVID cases for severe and critical cases with ventilator support. This is an extension of the government's strategy to lift lockdown restrictions in a phased manner following the 20th of April. All 5 people who died of coronavirus in Bhopal were victims of the 1984 gas tragedy. On the 21st of March, some organizations who have been working for the welfare of these survivors wrote to the state and central authorities saying that these survivors also suffer from cancer because of exposure to the toxic gas that was leaked at the Union Carbide factory in 1984. These organizations demanded special attention for these patients. But a member of a local NGO told media that instead of providing special attention, the state government took over the only super specialty hospital in Bhopal for gas victims and turned it into a medical facility for COVID-19 patients. Thousands of stranded Indian professionals in America can now stay for longer in the country. The H1B Visa is a non-immigrant visa that allows US companies to employ foreign workers in the country. As large number of people are filing for unemployment benefits in the United States, H1B visa holders can avail no such benefits. Once unemployed, they have to either look for another job or leave the country within 60 days. But the extension comes as a relief for H1B visa holders in the United States. US President Donald Trump halted the funding of the World Health Organization over its handling of the coronavirus pandemic, even while the United States is in the worst condition at the moment. Infectious disease experts of the country and certain world leaders condemned this move. The editor-in-chief of a medical journal said that this move is an appalling betrayal of global solidarity. According to Donald Trump, WHO promoted China's disinformation and must be held accountable. The Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison said that he sympathized with Trump's criticism of the WHO, especially after WHO allowed the opening of China's wet markets. On the other hand, Germany's foreign minister said that blaming others at a time like this won't help. The virus knows no borders, he added. The United States is the biggest overall donor to the WHO, contributing more than $400 million in 2019, roughly 15% of WHO's budget. It has been almost 6 months since the coronavirus pandemic first hit the world. As doctors and researchers learnt more about the disease, some global world leaders acted quickly. Among the countries that have handled the crisis well so far are Taiwan, New Zealand, and Iceland. These countries have one thing in common. They're all governed by women leaders. Among the first and the fastest moves was Tsai Ing-wen's government in Taiwan. The first case in the country was introduced in January, and her government introduced a slew of measures to stop the spread. Taiwan is now helping other countries with medical equipment too. Among 10 million face masks have been sent to the United States and Europe. She has also been applauded for among the world's best responses for keeping the epidemic under control. Taiwan has reported only 6 deaths so far. New Zealand's Jacinda Ardern and her government put the country under isolation when there were just 6 positive cases in the country. As of April, New Zealand has recorded only 4 deaths. Iceland and its government is offering free coronavirus testing to all its citizens. Almost the entire population of Iceland was tested for the virus. Iceland is a sparsely populated country in Europe which works in their favor. A strong tracking system of the country let them run schools and colleges too. That's all for today. Keep reading and watching The Wire. We will see you tomorrow. Until then, stay safe.